Right. Right. So we did one of that job. And Farkas is gonna give us something. Farkas is gonna give us... Farkas is gonna give us something... Farkas is gonna give us... Farkas is gonna give us another job, but... I already told you, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna look for work. I might go out. Going out in the night is dangerous. However, if we die, do we want to? I think we can clean the safe too, because technically we have a power, and that power is showing us when to be at a relaxed point, right? So we want to save, because we don't want to have to do that again. That would be too much work, right? So wait, why are all these people out and about? Who is these people? Oh, so they're just out and about. I don't even want to. We're not punishing ourselves in this game. We want to continue because we don't want to redo things we did already. But our game is clean. Our game is clean to the extent that if we die, you know exactly what's about to happen. Just get to a point where, but I tell you, we just need to get to the point where we're thinking at every single step, right? So, are we hungry? We're all rested. We just gotta go back to Farkas. So we went around, but I got two bases. I got the behind mirror, and then I got that, right? The companions. So I'm gonna show you some exploration, right? So basically, there's temples in this game, and these temples, just so you understand them, I haven't explored the deeper aspects of these temples, but this is modded heavily to the best of, right? So this is the Hall of the Dead. I'm not gonna go in there right now. So that's the Hall of what I like to call, if you're interested in necromancy and understanding of souls and stuff, that's where you would probably go to figure some stuff out, right? And this is the Hall of Healing. So these are two things that I'm interested in, right? The Temple of Kinneret. So this Kinneret, I'm wondering if there's anybody here who can tell, but this is where the healers heal the sick, right? Tell me about this temple.
This is the Temple of Kinneret. The Gildegreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinneret had sensed something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days.
What's so special about this tree?
Here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it.
Okay.
Even its name is an echo.
Is there any way to revive this tree? I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm going to get a new quest.
Thought about that.
Huh?
These
Oh shit.
really die. They only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal method.
Where is this tree? What kind of weapon would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing the spirit. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Okay, let's ask that again because I skipped over it.
grace of Kinneret be with you.
You know what? We're gonna leave her. We're gonna leave her to do her things because I wanted to figure out what she was talking about. I didn't want to skip. All right. I didn't want to figure out what she was talking about. But he's praying. Please heal my wounds.
Of course.
So he's able to heal my wounds. So the thing about it is, okay, I never knew this was possible. So I'm learning lots of stuff. So I actually want to know who Kinneret is. So can I pray to this? I like this better. Those blessed with Kinneret are granted with additional stamina. The chosen of Kinneret are exalted even with more stamina. I think I like this temple better. Because I don't know. It just seems like there's so much stuff. But as I said, we're going back to collect our reward. Return to focus. So as I told you, I showed you two temples. The Temple of Restoration and the Temple of whatchamacallit? The Temple of where the dead, right? I mean, the dead comes alive, right? The dead comes alive because some dead are very powerful. And their spirits are so powerful they're able to move their bodies, right? So, let's see. Talk focus.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his
So I'm gonna
smarts.
tell him I took care of the problem in White Man.
You seem to have a knack for this kind of thing.
Time
Make
travel.
sure people in charge.
Raise 0. Hero is overpowered. Overly cautious. So basically, maybe I'll do this a parallel study because really, I'm doing this as a study for real life because I know lots of things, but I don't really care to speak it. Now, so I got some money. How much money did I get? Yeah, I got 221. So I remember being 100. I forgot how much I was doing before. Who's that? Yeah, I'll talk to them later. But we're doing this, as I said. We're going to use one of our abilities, as I said. And one of our abilities is to save the game. Right? And, as I said, once I feel very good, I just want to see how far I can get without dying. Right? So, we're ready to go. We have everything we need. Right? We have everything we need. And we are trying to... Why do the harder one? So you see, we don't... All this just seems hard. Everything seems hard, right? Because we don't even have enough money for a home. Right? We don't have enough money for a home. But the companions is giving us shelter. Right? Now... The companions is giving us shelter. So... As I told you, you're ready to hunt Kamatu down. And... Wait, what is this? Why does it tell us to go this way? That's weird. Sometimes the clairvoyance gives us information and I don't really, I'm trying to sense it. I'm sensing the trail. Oh. Oh, it's giving us the closest one, so we gotta stop that. So we like to use our clairvoyance because look, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna get excited for this as much as I like illusion, I like healing. So